Oh my holy God, hello vlog. It has been such an amazing week. It's been very busy, very eventful though. A lot of things have happened, and at a time I didn't expect them all to happen. First of all, I finished 3 separate games, and I hate it when this happens. I never can predict, because I don't know how long these games last before I play them. And so here I am, and I'm playing Resident Evil, and I'm playing, Valiant Hearts, and there was another one, and they all ended pretty much at the same time. So suddenly I have to come up with 3 new games to play, and I found them, and they're all pretty good, but one of them particularly is really awesome. It's called Stories Untold, and that's going to be coming up here pretty soon, so keep an eye on that. That's going to be, it is such an awesome game. Brilliant, I say, brilliant. There was that. I had a friend come over from Denver and spent the weekend. That was fun, and we hung out. In a couple of weeks, I've got to depart for Indianapolis to go and spend a weekend with one of my $100 patrons, which I'm anticipating both of us are a really good time. I think it's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting to travel again. My Anthrocon stress is really starting to poke at me every time I think about the fact that it's almost March. My brain goes, Anthrocon is coming. Oh man, brother. But I'll get through it. Let's see what else happened. I had a minor gout attack this last weekend, which stopped me from I missed a couple of Skype calls to my patrons because of that, because I couldn't get down here to the studio. I couldn't walk. It didn't last long though, thankfully, and it's feeling much better now, so that's all over and done with. And I'm gonna try my best to make up the calls as soon as I can. And what else? Oh, I saved the biggest for last. Myre is finally released. The very first book in the Myre Chronicles is released now, and I can't remember the name of the website. You actually can go and order it right now. I'm gonna make a channel-wide update here pretty soon, and I'll leave the URL in there, and I'll also do it again for next month's Boss Show, which should air the day before I leave for Indianapolis. I've got a couple of, actually 4 Skype calls that I'm gonna need to switch to different times or different days, because I won't be there to be able to do them when I'm in Indianapolis. So I'm gonna try my best to manage that. And outside of that, right now everything's okay. Starting to get warmer outside. I'm happy about that, even though I know it's the Colorado trick. You lived here long enough, you start to learn it. February, it starts warming up. Oh, look at all this nice weather. And then in March, you're under 14 feet of snow. So I know it's coming back. I know it will. I'm just waiting for that. But outside of that, oh, and also story times. So many people have expressed their affection for story time that I'm doing it 2 times a week now. So there'll be two story times a week starting here in I think a couple of weeks, Monday and Wednesdays, for those who enjoy them, because there's a lot of people out there that really are showing a lot of love for those. So I'm gonna do them more often, and plus I love doing them. That's the other game that ended, by the way. Valiant Hearts replaced it with Starbound. So we'll have a lot of things to do in Starbound while I tell stories and talk about politics. And also, I'm right now in the middle of actually making another bird box, which is going to come up soon. Tomorrow? No, won't be tomorrow. Maybe a Wednesday. It'll be Thursday or Friday, I think it'll pop up. And the subject is regarding this whole transgender bathroom debacle that's going on. I want to actually lay down just some solid, no bullshit truth and logic on this whole thing, and talk about, the real issues outside of big leftist extremism and big rightist extremism. I just want to, talk like normal people talk about it, and throw some logic in there outside of playing for some left or right team, and just tell it the way it is. And I'm going to do that. It's probably going to be about a 10 to 12 minute video, so we'll see how that works out. But hopefully it will work out for the best, and people will get some enlightenment out of it, or something to think about, or maybe even a smile. I'm going to try and be as humorous as I can while also being serious at the same time, which is something that I like to think that I've gotten pretty good at over the last 20 or so years. So we'll see how it works out. But outside of that, life is going pretty good. I'm not getting enough sleep. I'm still not eating enough food. I'm working on that. I really, really am. But outside of that, every life right now is good, and I hope it's good for everyone else too. So see you again in the next vlog, and take care.